Hey guys, DC Network here, coming at you with another video. So I actually did some digging on the future of the Ben 10 franchise and found out that Duncan Rouleau, a member of Man of Action, one of the creators of Ben 10, discussed on Twitter the future of the franchise throughout the fall of 2020. Our first post comes from October 17th, where someone asks, "Is the crew still unsure if the reboot will get a sixth season?" Duncan responded, "Most likely there will not be a sixth season. If there is a new Ben 10 iteration, it will most likely start with some new angle." Then someone else asks, "When you say it will start with a new angle, what does that mean?" And Duncan says, "I can't say both legally and because I don't know for sure." So this is actually quite interesting. I have said, in my past few videos discussing Ben 10 that I do think the reboot is going to start winding down and going to come to a close, and this pretty much confirms that the fifth season of the reboot will be its last season. But what I find more interesting is that he says, if there's a new iteration of Ben 10, it will most likely start with some new angle. Which to me that sounds like what does he mean exactly by that? Because to me that sounds like they're gonna basically make a completely brand new iteration with some brand new gimmick, or just something brand new that we've never seen before. I don't know. I really don't know what exactly to make of that comment, and I find it to be quite intriguing to say the least. The other thing as well that I find a little bit interesting is he says, "I don't know for sure what we're doing," which I do find a bit interesting that, your reboot is, your current show, I should say, is coming down to an end. It's coming to a close. You're going to end production on it soon. And you, as one of the creators, doesn't know where the show's going next. It's kind of interesting. That's not necessarily his fault. It also has to do with the network, what they want to do, and I'll get into that a little bit later. But I do find it interesting that both the network and one of the creators of the show doesn't know where it's going to go next, and the current version of it is winding down. I do find that a little interesting. Then now we move to October 26th of 2020. Someone asks, "Sir, are there any plans for continuing Ben 10 Omniverse after the reboot is finished?" And Duncan responds, "No, we're moving on. There may be an older Ben 10 show at some point, but no time soon." Now this one, it's not that surprising to me. If you watched my video on will the old Ben 10 ever return, the classic Ben 10, I kind of said that I think it probably will eventually, but I don't think it's happening anytime soon. And he pretty much confirms that they don't have, any plans of doing it in the near future. What I do find quite interesting, or a little interesting about this comment though, is he says we're moving on. And, that's a little weird to me because you guys already left it behind. It sounds to me, just by saying that they don't want to have anything to do with it right now, which is kind of weird to me. What happened that they don't like the original continuity right now, or just don't want to do anything with it, I don't know. But I do find that a little intriguing that they don't want to touch the original Ben 10 continuity at this given moment in time. Like I said in my other videos, I do truly believe we will eventually see a new iteration in the original Ben 10 timeline, but that's going to be quite some time, it seems. The last comment we got from Duncan Rouleau discussing the future of Ben 10 comes from December 1st of 2020. Someone asks, "Can we expect a series like the classic Ben 10? I missed the discussion between Ben and Gwen. Frankly, it would be nice to continue this series. Is there anything like this happening?" I assume by this series he means the classic Ben 10. Duncan responds, "In discussions with Cartoon Network at the moment about next life for Ben 10. They have some strong ideas." So this is quite interesting to me, this comment, because if we read into this, by him saying they have some strong ideas, to me sounds like it has somewhat of a negative connotation to it. That they have strong ideas, meaning they have a vision for the franchise that may not necessarily be in line with Man of Action's vision for it. I do find that quite interesting, and I am quite curious, what is Cartoon Network's vision for Ben 10 going forward? He's in discussions with them as of December 1st. I would assume at this moment in time, as I'm recording this, you guys won't be seeing this video till February. I'm assuming that those discussions are still ongoing. I would presume that by the time the marketing material comes out for the reboot season 5, which was supposed to be last month, I assume they're going to say it's the fifth and final season of the show. I don't know how much longer from there they will wait to announce, hey, this is what we're doing with Ben 10 next. But what do they want to do? What does Cartoon Network want to do that they're feeling so strongly about? Honestly, I don't know for sure. I've heard a rumor that, well, a couple rumors actually. I heard one rumor that there's possibly a Kevin Levin series in discussion. It's a rumor from about a year ago from a semi-reliable source. I forgot. I think it's Steve Harrell. I think his name is. I forgot it. That may be his name. I forgot his last name, but he runs a blog and he's somewhat reliable on stuff like this, what's happening in the animation world. So it could be that, either Cartoon Network or Man of Action wants to do Kevin 11 as a spin-off series. On the other hand, I also heard a rumor that Warner Media right now is really, really looking at their older content, and they're taking a look at all the stuff that premiered on Cartoon Network in the past, trying to figure out, okay, what could we do with this stuff now? Could we bring some shows back to HBO Max? Could we revive some of these, continue them in different ways, just to gain more of an audience on HBO Max and whatnot? I have also heard that as well. As to where I heard that from, I don't recall, but I did see that somewhere. So it could be potentially, maybe Cartoon Network is saying, hey, we want you guys, and this would please me. Maybe they're saying, hey, we want you guys to make a Ben 10,000 or to make a show following Omniverse, something different from Ben 10,000. I don't know what that could be. And they want it to be on HBO Max, and maybe Man of Action, Duncan, Rouleau, and all them, they're like, yeah, we don't want to do that. We want to continue with something brand new and fresh from this new angle that he was discussing before. And like he said before, he said that they don't want to go back to it. They're moving on from the original Ben 10 right now. And maybe Cartoon Network is like, hey, listen, we can get a lot of people paying $15 a month on HBO Max if you guys would just make a new iteration of the original Ben 10 continuity. I don't know. Really, I'm grasping at straws here, but those are the only two things I could think of. Of course, it's probably going to end up being something that none of us can think of and none of us can predict. It could be a sequel show to the reboot. We just don't know. But the fact that he's saying they have some strong ideas, to me, has a negative connotation to it and sounds like, hey, they have some strong ideas that they really want to do, but I don't like that. That's what, to me, that says. But anyways, let me know in the comment section below what you guys make of all of this. This video ran on for a lot longer than I wanted it to, but I do think that this is quite interesting and a lot of different possibilities can come of this. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.